Good morning. Good morning, and welcome to day 3 of the Canada-EU workshop on CETA opportunities for the clean tech sector. I am coming to you from spectacular Vancouver on Canada's Pacific coast. I will start, as always, by acknowledging we are on the territorial and ancestral lands of the Squamish, Musqueam, and Tsleil-Waututh First Nations. Chief Dan George of the Tsleil-Waututh, a hereditary and legendary chief, talked of the beauty of this land, of the beauty of the trees, the softness of the air, the fragrance of the grass. And he said, "They speak to me. The trail of the sun and the life that never goes away, they speak to me, and my heart soars." The beauty of Mother Nature, her power and grace provide all of us with our home. A home in space that is rocketing around the sun and through the universe. And while we have no control over the direction of where we're going, traveling through space, we do have complete control over how we choose to manage and nurture the resources of this planet. The collective will to change course, to move away from the burning of fossil fuels for energy, and at the same time enhancing and expanding our ability to capture and sequester carbon, to create alternative forms of energy that include but are not limited to wind and solar, is growing. Yesterday, a number of our presenters agreed hydrogen's third wave is upon us and set to take hold. Green hydrogen that will not only fuel our transportation needs, but also reduce GHG production in a vast array of industries. Yesterday, we also zeroed in on the pathways to financing in clean technology, the many expanding ripples of inclusion in the circular economy, and the important role First Nations in Canada are and will continue to fill in the development of clean technologies. Now, just before we launch into our packed agenda for the day, I'm compelled and required to review a few housekeeping items. Interpretation is available for all sessions. If you look to the bottom of your Zoom window, you'll see a globe icon. To listen to the sessions in French, click on the icon and, of course, select French. Throughout the day, you can virtually network. We encourage you to reach out via the chat tool, and to do so, click on Attendees. Then on the side menu, where a list of attendees will pop up, you can search by name or company to find someone you want to connect with. Then click the Send button to send a message, or click the blue video icon to request a video call. It's all there because we want you to benefit from the tremendous networking opportunities this workshop provides. So I encourage you to send messages to the people you want to meet and then connect with them in the Wonder networking space, where you can have one-to-one or small group video chats. Wonder will be open during the networking breaks, linked through the agenda page. In the networking session, I'm more than happy to invite you to take the screen and ask questions, to reach out to others in attendance. After all, the agenda is designed to engage you as an attendee and provide answers to your questions and solutions to your challenges. There is ample time built in for question and answer and idea generation. We're also using a tool called Slido for this, and we encourage you to have your phone or tablet handy and open it to slido.com. The code is #CETA, C-E-T-A, in capital letters, Cleantech. And there is a folder for each session for you to tap into and send your questions and ideas. You can also use the chat function on Huvo or on Zoom, and our excellent production team will be monitoring your comments, and then they'll pass them on to me via Slido. And one last thing, if you have any questions, concerns, or you need technical support, you can find us at One Event Assistance in the attendee list. Now back to the agenda for the day. As we gather for the last day of this remarkable workshop, it is abundantly clear that the need for innovative technologies and clean tech is required in order to meet net zero targets by 2050. The transition to the green and circular economies is going to be challenging and at the same time provide a vast array of opportunities for innovators and entrepreneurs. Canada and the EU through CETA have enormous potential in business, skill development, innovation, and trade in clean energy and in the clean tech sectors. Our objective has and continues to be make connections and work together. Relationships and trading insights from this, the Canada-EU workshop on CETA opportunities for clean tech, are already showing promise and promise to pay dividends for decades to come. One of the other interesting things that came out of yesterday is that it's clear there is money waiting, in fact, eager to invest in clean tech. The circular economy continues to expand and will provide a remarkable number of opportunities in the EU and Canada. The clean tech sector is at an important point in our collective history. The challenges ahead of us are beyond the capacity of one country and most definitely beyond the capacity of even large organizations. Collaboration is key. Accepting and achieving our goal of net zero by 2050 will force us to organize and test the best of all of us. Our full energy and skills must be brought to bear because the challenge is one we cannot and we are unwilling to postpone. Ours is a brave and daring path forward, one we will win. Now to our opening speaker this morning, the Honourable Mary Ng, Canada's Minister of Small Business, Export Promotion and International Trade. Mr. Ng helped to facilitate the Canadian government's commitment to investment in ideas and innovation in the Southern Ontario Supercluster. The Advanced Manufacturing Supercluster is expected to have a GDP impact of more than $13.5 billion in the next 10 years and create more than 13,000 quality middle-class jobs in the region. Please join me in welcoming Minister Ng to the screen. Minister Ng.
Bonjour tout le monde. Hello everyone, and welcome to day 3 of the Canada-EU workshop on CETA opportunities, which also happens to be day 3 of our Green Economy virtual trade mission to France. For those of you who have been participating in the virtual trade mission, today we're widening its scope beyond France to include our friends and partners from the rest of the European Union to discuss clean technologies and how they will play a key role as Canada and the EU build a more sustainable future together, and will be crucial to our government's commitment to reaching net zero emissions by 2050. Specifically, you'll hear about opportunities for Canadian and European clean tech businesses, particularly those specializing in hydrogen technologies. And you'll hear how they can take advantage of those opportunities through the Canada-EU Comprehensive Economic and Trade Agreement, otherwise known as CETA. As you may know, those opportunities grew 2 weeks ago when Canada and Germany signed an agreement to collaborate on a broad range of shared energy priorities aimed at getting more businesses involved in green energy, making trade and investment easier. The partner positions Canada as a clean energy partner of choice for Germany, notably for hydrogen, critical minerals, and liquefied natural gas. Before I go any further, I'd like to thank Environment and Climate Change Canada and the EU Delegation to Canada for organizing today's workshop. That you have worked so effectively together on this session is a testament to the strength of the special relationship between Canada and the EU. That special relationship is rooted in our strong economic partnership and people-to-people ties. This has meant new opportunities for our small business owners to sell their world-class Canadian products and services to 450 million customers in the EU. And in fact, the EU is Canada's second largest clean tech export market after the US. What's more, within the first year of CETA coming into force, Canadian clean tech exports to the EU grew by 17.5%. That is phenomenal. And there's room for more growth, especially when it comes to hydrogen. Canada's recent climate plan provides $1.5 billion in a low carbon and zero emissions fuel fund to increase the production and use of low carbon fuels, including hydrogen, in a way that complements federal carbon pollution pricing, regulatory efforts, and other federal programming. But Canada's vision for hydrogen goes beyond our own backyard. Canada's hydrogen strategy, which was released last year, seeks to position Canada as a global leader in hydrogen by building new hydrogen supplies, distribution, and end use that support a low-carbon energy ecosystem. This is why Canada is working with EU countries and others around the world through the Clean Energy Ministerial Hydrogen Initiative, which will drive international collaboration on policies, programs, and projects to accelerate the commercial deployment of hydrogen and fuel cell technologies across all sectors of the economy. All this adds up to tremendous opportunities for Canadian and European businesses in the hydrogen sector. With hydrogen featuring prominently in Europe's plans to become the world's first carbon neutral continent by 2050, Canadian companies can further establish a foothold in the EU and deliver hydrogen solutions that will power a green economy. Take Greenlight Innovation, a Canadian business that has supplied testing and assembly equipment for fuel cells, electrolyzers, and batteries to companies such as France's global car manufacturer, Peugeot. And for European companies that want to expand their global reach in the hydrogen market, please look no further than Canada. Doing business with Canada means you can count on our political and economic stability, our expertise, our innovative talent, and a highly skilled, well-educated, and diverse workforce. This environment has paid dividends for companies such as Air Liquide Canada, the subsidiary of the French multinational gas company. Just 2 months ago, Air Liquide completed building a new electrolyzer in Bécancour, Quebec. The system uses proton exchange membrane technology to generate 20 megawatts of power, making it the largest unit of its kind in the world. Supplied with hydropower, renewable energy from Hydro-Quebec, this project is a benchmark in the supply of low-carbon hydrogen and yet another example of what Canada and Europe can do when we work together for a greener future and a more sustainable economic recovery. Merci beaucoup, thank you, and enjoy today's session.
Thank you, Minister Ng. And this wraps up our opening session. We now have about 7 or 8 minutes to refresh our beverages, check 1 or 2 emails, but not any more than that, stretch your legs a little bit. And I just want to remind you that when we come back, you're going to need to change links to join us in the Clean Technology Opportunities in Canada and the EU and experiences of clean technology companies. And you'll also need to change rooms if you're joining Katarina Power in room 3B for the Circular Economy panel. We will see you back here at 20 minutes after the hour.